Hey there, Monsterias! Welcome back to our third and final episode on Monsterra's Adventure Mode. Now, we have talked about all the basics, including how the rarity and stats of the Mongen will come into play for their respective troops, but we have yet to touch on their skills and how to go about changing them as well. All the details coming up in this video, and as always, Captain Aqua here to remind you, especially in these troubling times, continue, my friends, to stay calm and keep building. Let's head back to Monsterra. Alright folks, it is officially time to dive into our third and final installation of this mini tutorial series on Monsterra's Adventure Mode. As mentioned in the introduction, we have covered quite a fair bit already, but we have yet to touch on the skills and also how to change them for your Mongens, and of course, how you can actually go about getting the rarer abilities with a little bit of luck and RNG. So without further ado, let's dive into the tutorial itself by going to one of the habitats that we have over here and showcasing a Mongen in particular. Now, you will realize that when it comes to the basic and the ultimate skill, it will in fact tie into the DNA of that specific Mongen, alright? So I think that this Mongen might have been one of the OGs that were given to us by the developers for the Testnet, because you can see that he has no father or mother genes, alright? So he's probably a Genesis Mongen, and he appears to be a fully uncommon Mongen, alright? But the key aspect that you're looking out for, right, is the head and also the eyes, alright? Basically, they're both uncommon, so that will grant you the opportunity to have not only an uncommon basic skill, but also an uncommon ultimate skill as well. So for the basic skill, you have all of these details that go about mentioning the stats, so like damage, range, energy gain, cooldown, and movement speed. Alright, we'll be dropping down the links for the white paper in the description down below, so you can go ahead and read up as well. But they give you a little bit of a sense of how effective that skill actually is, together with their preferred targets, and also a little bit more for their specific AoE, whether it's a single target ability, whether it's in a small area, whether it's going to be for a Mongen and all the troops that it deploys, or is it by a beam. Okay, so you have all these different icons, and you can actually refer to them right here. See, we got any target, single target, and I'm assuming that this is like a poison icon of sorts, alright? I cannot confirm, but that's my assumption. The ultimate skill, you can see here that this targets the troops. Right over here, troops. And it is also an AoE ability, alright? So, yeah, if you have the target sign, like this basic skill over here, once again, that is single target. So that is essentially what you need to look out for. Now, the main difference is that for basic and ultimate, right, you can see that the stats are a little bit less. The difference itself, right, is that doesn't seem to have a cooldown stat. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, so maybe that will tie in between the cast time as you move back and forth between basic and ultimate. But essentially, you have damage, range, energy cost, and casting time, which is, the different part. Okay, so maybe this is coming to you with a cooldown as well, and also a casting time in order for them to perform the skill. That is very, very interesting. And they will also have the same targeting system as well, and also the same area of effect. Okay, so basic skill and ultimate skill, they will be able to showcase that to you within this portion over here. Now, here comes the interesting bit, okay? If you are looking at this telekinesis and you're telling yourself that you want to give yourself an uncommon ultimate skill instead, okay? Because this one's a common one, yeah? What we want to do is we want to hit on change ultimate skill, okay? Now, you have to be very careful about this part. You have the different stones, okay? Let me show you the stones. Right, so basically you got your reroll ancient rune. That's the one on the left. And you also have the normal ancient rune, alright? So this one will actually randomly select one of the current active skills. Or rather, it will select one of the skills on the list except the current active skill. And then make that the active skill, okay? So we are more or less guaranteed an uncommon when we go about with the change, alright? So we just do that and boom, that's done. We have now established Firebomb as the uncommon ultimate skill for this particular Mongen, alright? So that is brilliant. So what I want to do is that I want to see whether I can pull out, alright, an uncommon skill for anyone perhaps who has the uncommon head or eyes, but no access to the skill, okay? All right, so you can see so far there's no head or eyes here, so this habitat is not for us to play around with. Maybe this one. Let's take a look at the uncommons that we got here. I might need. Oh, okay, this guy has it. All right, the eyes. So that's his ultimate skill. That is an uncommon. This fella doesn't have one. Head. Oh, okay, maybe. Let's take a look. Ah, right. So he actually has all three of them there already. That's brilliant. So again, change the basic skill. You want to hit the change button. And ta-da! Now he's got Force Punch. Alright, an uncommon basic skill. Brilliant. Alright, so what I have discovered is that if you have an uncommon body part, right, and you happen to be holding on to a common active skill, it is very likely that the other three skills to choose from are uncommon as well. Alright, so you won't really have a situation where you have to re-roll the entire skill set in order to unlock the uncommon option, because as you can see, for this particular Mongen, his head is uncommon and he is holding on to a common basic skill, but the other three options, okay, are there for him. But for the sake of this video, if you want to change this up, all right, let's say you don't want Fire Punch, you don't want Force Punch, you don't want Electric Punch. Well, this guy's the Punching King, huh? And the Psycho Cut. You want to give yourself something new as the basic skill for this particular Mongen, all right? So again, very simple. All you need to do is to utilize the reroll stone, all right? Whether it's for the basic or the ultimate, reroll stone or reroll ancient rune, okay? And then that will allow you to learn a whole new set. Okay, so let's say we select a skill to replace, okay? That's gonna be the one that we have here. Ah, and we ended up with common. That's unfortunate. Let's try that again. Okay? Learn new. Okay, so maybe we need to have one common amongst the uncommon. That could be the case, you know. All right, could we have a scenario where we have all four uncommon skills? Why not? I don't think that's the case, guys. Maybe for that aspect, yeah, because we're locked on a common skill. You see, we're not getting uncommon, okay? But let's say the Fire Punch. All right, let's say the Fire Punch. I want to learn new. And I want to replace the Fire Punch. Okay, what did we get? We got Ice Punch. We literally changed fire for ice, okay? And now we can change basic skill. We just do change. And we have gotten the Electric Punch onto this particular Mongen, alright? So, that's basically how you go about it with the customization of your Mongens, alright? And we want to see how does that work on the battlefield, pertaining to the cooldown and also for the ultimate skill. So we'll be paying a little bit of close attention to the upcoming battle. Yes. Hi. Okay, I'm going to do my deployment right now. And I want to see the Mongens that we have at our disposal. Okay, so we got this fella with the uncommon ultimate skill. Let's go ahead and deploy him. Is he the only one with troops? No. There are others with troops. I think we should be able to handle this pretty easily. Maybe 2 with troops, okay? This fella, yes. Okay. And 1 more slot. I think just to play it safe, we will just drop down another one with troops. And we'll drop down 1 more without. Okay, this fella, level 10. Okay, so now it's all sorted out in attack power. So it's very easy to choose the Mongen that you want to deploy. And we're going to look very closely at the Mongens in particular and see how they go about with their attacks, okay? This fella has the poison sludge that is to a small area around it. Should I look at... No. This guy is not deployed. Yeah. Let me just scroll all the way up. Okay. So he's the one that we selected. So poison sludge. And we got acid. Okay, let's take a look at him. I think it's quite easy to focus on him. He's the only fellow with the green face. Alright, let's go and check him out. Alright. Let's zoom in on the action. Okay, I think that was the poison sludge. Wow, it seems that he is able to throw down his poison sludge whenever he gets enough mana. Alright, and he seems to be putting up a shield as well. Wow. Okay, I'm assuming the shield is coming from somebody else. Okay, that's wonderful. Let's go and check him out. Let's go and check him out a little bit closer. Alright, now that we witnessed him in action. Where is he? There's this fella here. Okay, so he was spewing acid whenever he got to the mana. Alright. But I don't know whether he got to a point where he was able to throw his poison sludge. Alright. He definitely did not have any shield about him. Okay. He definitely didn't have a shield skill because we did keep seeing the shield around him. Alright. But he did throw that poison sludge quite a fair bit. Alright. Let's see whether we can try and differentiate in another battle. And with another Mongen as well. Let's take a closer look. Minimize this. We bring this down. Okay, who is up for grabs today? Nobody has troops. Okay, a couple of them have troops. And we'll deploy those, okay? I don't think we need any more than that. Didn't seem to be much of a fight earlier. Okay, this fella has electric bomb. I think that will be quite easy to tell. And we have the acid as well. So let's see whether we can pick up the electric over the acid, because that looked very, very similar to the one we have earlier. This is the guy with the rubber ducky on his back. Okay, we're going to be putting down, let's see, just a couple more with the highest attack power. They don't have troops so that we can keep using them. And then we're putting down the same guy with the acid bomb as well. Okay, so remember, we're focusing on rubber ducky, and he also has the electric bomb. Let's see how he goes about with that deployment of the ultimate skill. Okay, rubber ducky. Zoom in on him now. Once he gets enough mana... he just threw the bomb. He just threw the bomb there, yes. Okay, I see now. Whatever they are doing throughout is the basic skill. And they just need to have enough mana in order to throw down the ultimate itself. Okay, so I think the cooldown is in regards to how quickly they attack. It's like their attack speed. And the moment enough mana is generated, that's when they can throw down their ultimate skill. Okay, so we discovered that is why the ultimate skill does not have a cooldown stat. Because it only applies to the basic skill, which is their basic attack. Okay, I love that. We learn and earn together. That's what we do here at Salad Ventures, and I hope I made that perfectly clear to all of you guys. Okay, that was tremendous. Not at the moment, not saying that you guys don't deserve 5 stars, okay? Wow. Let's go back. Where were we? Rubber ducky. No, not here. I have to keep remembering it's on the other habitat. Okay, great. So again, electric bomb, you saw that, right? It's got damage, it's got range, it's got energy, and it's also got casting time. Okay, so I'm assuming that because it's 3, It did not take any amount of casting time at all. Let's take a look at those stats once again. Right, there you go. Okay, there you go. So base damage, range of skill, energy cost, that's the amount of mana, the amount of energy that you need to generate in order to cast the ultimate skill, alright? And every time you hit with a basic attack, with a basic skill, you are gaining that energy. And this is basically the cooldown between both attacks, which is your attack speed, alright? And also the additional stat of movement speed that allows that Mongen to move around in battle, okay? So a lot of it actually ties to the basic skill. The basic skill is very important, alright? And one might assume that the basic skill might even be of priority compared to the ultimate skill. Imagine the rarity is better. You can not only earn enough mana quickly, you have a faster attack speed between your attacks, okay? And you will be able to get to your ultimate skill a lot faster, alright? So that is very, very interesting. Okay, so with that, I do believe that covers all the details for the adventure mode, alright? So have fun breeding your Mongens, trying to get the best rarity. Again, hit and ice rarity will translate into your basic and ultimate skill. And when it comes to the rarity of the other three parts, your horn, your tail, and your back, that will actually translate into the rarity of your troops, right? As mentioned before in the previous video, this mushroom, all right, is uncommon. This Papician is this Papician is common. And this bend bit is uncommon. Okay, so remember what we said. Just because the tail is uncommon, it doesn't guarantee the spawn of the uncommon troop. All right, there is still a little bit of RNG involved, but okay, we got 2 out of 3. That is not too bad. And again, for the eyes here, okay, you got yourself an uncommon ultimate skill. Okay, one more thing to highlight is that no matter what you do, you are unable to re-roll. All right, let's say for example we use Vine Whip. Okay, you will not be able to generate. You won't be able to generate an uncommon basic attack, a basic skill, if you do not have the necessary DNA. All right, so don't waste your re-roll chances in the hope of getting an uncommon skill when your DNA is not of that proper rarity. That is very, very important. All right, so yes, mix and match your Mongens, try to get them as rare as possible, and that will ultimately translate to better stats, better basic skills, better ultimate skills, and better troops for your Mongen army. Continue to have fun in Monsterra's Adventure Mode. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap, and that just about covers all the basics in regards to Monsterra's Adventure Mode. Do look out for more content in the near future as the testnet continues to roll on, as we look forward to the rest of the modes that are yet to be released. And of course, we're looking for more content in regards to what else we should be looking out for within the GameFi scene. Drop down those comments below and tell us. Also, that subscription and a big thumbs up will always go a long way, so I'd like to thank you in advance. Captain Aqua here to remind you once more, right here at Cell Adventures, we continue to stay calm and keep building. Ta-ta!